Hello? Alright guys. Prank's over. Yeah, I get it. Prank the boss for Halloween, guys. Very funny. I really need to stop drinking this stuff.
Are you listening?
Xbox has just revealed 9 new games that will be coming to Xbox Game Pass in the first half of October, including 6 games that will be available for Xbox Cloud gamers. Now, if you're not aware, Xbox Game Pass is Microsoft's subscription service, which offers a revolving library of games for PC, console, and cloud gamers. And I gotta be honest, when I went through this list this morning, October has some really awesome games. Like Chivalry 2, which is this really dope first-person slasher game that is set in the medieval times. You're gonna fight in these epic battles, hack and slash your way through the battlefield, and probably the coolest part is that this game offers multiplayer and crossplay. So you can storm a castle with your friends, something that sounds ridiculously awesome today, but back then, probably not as cool. Now, Chivalry 2 is available right now for consoles, PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming, and as far as reviews go, the game has received a 9 out of 10 from IGN, a 91% from PC Gamer, and the game is currently sitting with an 81% on Metacritic. And sticking with our medieval time period, let's talk about Medieval Dynasty, which is a first-person survival game where you will have to hunt, build your settlement, and survive for as long as possible. Now, this game will be available for consoles starting October 6th, and it also has some pretty solid reviews. PC Gamer gave the game a 74%, Metacritic currently has the game at a 73%, and the Steam player base has rated it very positive. Next up, we have the Telltale Walking Dead first and second season, and no. I don't think that I am emotionally prepared to go on that journey again. If you've never played these games before, I highly recommend checking them out. They are essentially a choose-your-own-adventure game that is set in the Walking Dead universe. And outside of the fantastic story, the art style might be one of the most unique-looking things in the gaming industry. Now, both of these seasons will be arriving for Xbox Game Pass PC users starting October 6th. And check this out. The first season of the game received a 9 out of 10 from GameSpot, a 9.3 out of 10 from IGN, and Bago Games gave it a 9 out of 10. Whereas the second season received an 8 out of 10 from IGN, a 7 out of 10 from GameSpot, and a very positive from the Steam player base, feeding into the age-old adage that you are never as good as your first season. I'm looking at you, Game of Thrones. Up next, just in time for Halloween, we have Costume Quest from Double Fine Productions. If you love Halloween, then this is definitely a game to check out. It has monster-filled neighborhoods, magical costumes that give you superpowers, plus you get to battle enemies and save Halloween for the rest of us. What's not to love about that? Costume Quest will be launching on October 11th for Xbox consoles and Xbox Cloud Gaming, and as far as reviews go, the game has an 8 out of 10 from IGN, a 4 out of 5 from Common Sense Media, and a 5 out of 10 from Eurogamer. Someone at Eurogamer was having a rough day that day. Next up, we have a new game launching day 1 on Game Pass with EVILLE. Now, this game is a multiplayer party game centered around deception. Inspired by games like Werewolves and Among Us, you will betray your friends and lie your way to victory in EVILLE, which will be arriving on October 11th. And since it's new, I mean, that means we have no reviews for it, but based off the trailer, I gotta say this game looks super unique. I dig the third-person perspective here, and the murder mechanics look super cool, so I will definitely be checking this one out. All right, moving on to our next game, we have Dyson Sphere Program, which to my surprise, not about Dyson vacuum cleaners. Dyson Sphere Program is a space simulation strategy game that will be launching on Xbox Game Pass PC on October 13th. This game will allow players to control these epic mech suits, explore the world, harvest materials, and build the most efficient intergalactic factory. And just looking at this trailer, I mean, this game looks like it could get absolutely nuts. There's a ton of customability. I saw a space defense system somewhere in here. I mean, this game looks super cool. And not taking away from anything that we've already seen, this next game is something that I have been waiting for a long time. SCORN is finally coming to Xbox Game Pass on October 14th. Now, this game is definitely not for the faint of heart, as this atmospheric first-person horror game will leave you feeling lost and isolated in a world like no other. At this point, my love for horror games like this has been pretty well documented on this channel, and as far as SCORN goes, I genuinely cannot wait. The game looks so dope, plus it's launching day and date with other platforms, and subscribers to Game Pass will be able to play it on PC, console, and via the cloud with Xbox Cloud Gaming. And on the topic of day and date, let's dive into A Plague Tale Requiem, which is a follow-up to A Plague Tale Innocence. Now, if you've never played them, these games are wild. They take place in France during the plague, and there are literally rats everywhere. I mean, everywhere. The first game was an absolute gem of an experience, and I can't wait to dive into the sequel. And as far as the release date goes, A Plague Tale Requiem will be releasing on October 18th for consoles, PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. And the final game that we should talk about is Prodeus, which actually launched back in September, but it's available right now for Xbox Game Pass subscribers. The game is a fast-paced, intense, first-person shooter game that definitely pays homage to old-school shooters like Quake and Doom. The game also has some really solid reviews out there, with Metacritic giving the game an 83%. The Steam player base has rated it very positive, and PSX gave the game an 8.9 out of 10. Super solid lineup for October, and I will definitely be diving into SCORN. Literally cannot wait for that game. A Plague Tale Requiem, and I'm also probably going to try to find a group of friends that I can dive into EVILLE with. That looks like a fun time. But what about you? What games are you going to be checking out this October? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.